Welcome back, Fresh Coast fans, to Gamer Sanctuary. We're going to do another 40K bat rep today. No league this time. The league is over. We're still waiting to hear what the big finale is going to be. But this is going to be a little bit of Foodhammer prep. Eva and I are going to be throwing down. He's bringing his Tau again today. And I'm actually going to be switching to my Space Marines for a little while. Kind of getting burned out of the Eldar. Hopefully I can have some better luck. Some of the games I've played with them that have not been filmed have actually turned out pretty well, so we'll see if we can continue that. Let's take a look and see what I'm going to bring today. Alright, for those of you who've watched my Space Marine bat reps before, a lot of this stuff will seem familiar. Not that I don't have a substantial Marine collection. I'm building it slowly, but this is generally what I prefer to run. I love drop pods and dreadnoughts, so we're going to have a lot of both. Starting out, we have 2 tactical squads in drop pods. Melt-A-Gun, Combi Melta, Multi-Melta in each, Power Fist on the Sergeants. The back 2 drop pods have a standard Multi-Melta Dread and a fully loaded Ironclad with 2 heavy flamers, 200 killer missiles and assault launchers. We have a second Dreadnought, twin link las cannon and missile launchers, and a Mortis Pattern Contemptor with the twin carries assault cannons. No Cyclone launcher today, couldn't fit it in because I wanted to save some points for a squad of 5 Stern Guard with a Combi Plasma and a Power Fist in a Land Raider Redeemer. And they're all going to be led by a Master of the Forge, being brilliantly played by my White Dwarf exclusive model. We're going to call him Stunty Steve for today. And we also have, just for giggles, we have the Storm Talon in the back with the twin glass cannon as well. And it comes out to 1850 total. So let's see what Adam's bringing today. Let's look at Adam's Tau today. Not a whole lot of armor, but an awful lot of battle suits. They're going to be led by Commander RLI, Forgeborn model. There's a lot of unique shots he can take. And another battlesuit commander with some shield drones. He's going to be leading one of 2 different squads of battlesuits. We've got a squad here with plasma and missiles, and back there with flamers and missiles. Stealth suit squad, and a Forge World Tetra. Basically just a really fast marker light. But can get it occasionally lucky with the burst cannons, as Adam has done with me in the past. Back here we've got a Barracuda Flyer, a sensor tower in the back, gets some marker lights and gives twin link shooting to units nearby. 2 units of broadsides, 2 each, and 3 units of Fire Warriors and a Devilfish. So I have to kind of rethink the way I was planning on attacking this army. He brought a lot less armor than I was anticipating. Oh, he also is bringing an Aegis defense line. He's going to try it out in the game and see if it's worth kitting out a very Tau-style defense line. So if any of you modelers out there have any hints or tips for him, tell us what you would do for some custom defense line. What would you do for Eldar? What would you do for Tau, Dark Eldar, Orcs, things like that? And let us know in the comments below. Alright, here's a shot of the table before the game. We are playing Vanguard deployment, so we're starting up in the table corners. And the mission is the Emperor's Will, essentially bases. Here's mine, parked on the bridge, with the Mortis Pattern standing in front of it. We are using mysterious objectives. This one is a scatter field. And Adams is sitting behind, in front of his defense line. And it is the Grav Wave Generator, so assaulting that unit, holding it's going to be a little problematic. We see a whole bunch of Fire Warriors and broadsides camped in that fortification. We've got 1 squad of battlesuits back here behind the cover of the woods, and another squad back here with Commander RLI. Right. I have turn 1, top of turn 1. Adam tried to seize and failed, so Marines are going to move out and see what we can do to whittle down some of this Tau fire that's going to come back. Alright, top of turn 1 sees some pretty lucky landings from my drop pods. I'm using the drop pods to actually block some line of fire from the battle suits, as well as hopefully trying to scare off some Fire Warriors with the Ironclad and the regular Dreadnought. Unfortunately, I just managed to toast 4 of the Fire Warriors, and they made their leadership test, so they're okay. But I failed to do any damage to the broadsides whatsoever, so those Dreadnoughts are likely going to be scrapped, but if they get lucky, then things are going to be really interesting in that fortification. Back over here, the Land Raider advanced, was out of range of everything, so it just popped smoke. The other Dreadnought over here came around into the river, which is a, what do we say it was? It's the Industrial Ooze, so now he has a cover save, yay. And he shot at the Tetra and completely whiffed. The Mortis Pattern, though, this is the highlight of the turn, came around here and was able to spot one of the battlesuit teams, poking its head around the corner, unloaded at the 2 models it could see, killed one of the gun drones or shield drones. The gun drone, and then one of the battle suits as well. Made enough armor saves to roll enough 1s and 2s to fail. And Adam rolled an 11 as leadership test, and that battle suit squad is off the table. So we managed to rout that unit, and that unit has caused me no end of problems in my games against Adam, especially with my Marines, because all that plasma and the mass amount of missile fire can be pretty nasty. But we'll see what Commander our ally is going to do when he comes around the corner, and how much more survivable those dreadnoughts are going to be. But we still have 2 more drop pods and a flyer coming in, so we're going to go to bottom of turn 1. All right, for once my ballsy tactic seems to be paying off. Ironclad did his job and absorbed all 4 of the railgun shots before being wrecked. But again, he diverted their attention from the rest of my army, which is making its way up the field. The battle suits over here jumped around and shot their missiles at the dreadnought here. Managed to remove a hull point by shaking him. I'm sorry, not shaking him, just glancing him. And Commander our ally decided he was going to ignore the Contemptor and come around the corner and try to finish him off. Used his strength 9 shot, hit him twice, rolled a 1 for one of the pen rolls, and then penned him on the other, but I made my 6-up cover save. Thanks to, he has 6-up because he has the 2 marker light drones. So, yep, this dreadnought is going to cause a lot of problems in the tile backfield. While my Land Raider with Stern Guard is still moving up, and my dreadnoughts are back here. Let's see if my flyer and my 2 tactical squads can come in. Top of turn 2 sees one of my drop pods come in right in the middle of the board, and good old Space Marine bolters unload on Commander our ally. Drop 3 wounds off him. Unfortunately, he has 4, so he's still standing, but both his drones are dead. The Contemptor took out the Tetra over here. No wreck marker. Don't have one for it. We'll figure out something to put there. This dreadnought killed out one of the battle suits here, and the Storm Talon came in and took out a lot of the rest of the squad. And this last battle suit failed his morale check and is about ready to run off the board. Because he's below 25%, he needs a Snake Eyes to actually to remain in the game. So otherwise, there would be another battle suit unit that runs away. The dreadnought over here managed to do nothing with its shooting and get into assault, but much to Adam's chagrin, the dreadnought did nothing in combat, failed to wound both of the drones. The battlesuits cannot hurt him in combat. They have nothing that is high enough strength, but because they technically did not lose the combat, they cannot take advantage of the "our weapons are useless" rule. The rule says they may choose to fail any morale check that they have to make. Well, I didn't win in combat. I didn't inflict any casualties. There was no morale check that could be failed. Therefore, they're going to be stuck in combat until at least next turn, buying me yet another round of safety from their railguns. So again, the dreadnoughts are doing their job this game. Land Raider came up. I think he managed to take out one more Fire Warrior. Oh no, I'm sorry, he took a hull point off the sensor tower, which is surprisingly a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. Otherwise, that's it. So we'll see if my tactic of swarming at the tower objective and kind of ignoring my own is going to pay off for me or not. Go to the bottom of turn 2. Things do not seem to be going in Adam's favor. He did have the stealth suits come in from reserve, and they managed to inflict 3 glancing hits on the rear of the dreadnought and wreck him. Commander our ally jumped around the corner, shot at the Contemptor, glanced him once, took a hull point off. He made his invulnerable save with from the other shot that actually penned him, and then he jumped back around here. Tactical Marines took a lot of fire from the Fire Warriors, but are still okay, and they're about ready to come jump on Commander our ally. Fire Warriors did arrive from reserve, and let's see, not much else happened. We lost a hull point off the Land Raider from the battle suits, and in combat, the dreadnought managed to kill one of the shield drones, and then Adam chose to use the weapons are useless rule, and again, according to the rules, you just automatically fail the check. Does not mean I do not get the sweeping advance, apparently, so I managed to sweeping advance with the dreadnought through the wreckage of my other dreadnought and take the broadside suit squad off the table. So now we have a dreadnought minus a hull point running loose in Adam's backfield. See what we can do then with the rest of my reserves coming in, hopefully this turn, and see if we can whittle down some more of this fire.
Top of turn 3 is very devastating for the Tau. The Devilfish and the Fire Warrior squad here whittled down to just the commander and the drones. Again, I want to take time out to show off some of the wonderful vehicle rec templates from Green Man Designs, as well as these beautiful battle markers. You can pick these up through the gentleman's eBay store. Just get on eBay and look for battle markers. He has full lines for everything: Tau, Dark Eldar, pain tokens, objectives, which we're using to mark our objectives in special terrain, and all kinds of stuff. It's beautiful products that we here at Fresh Coast love to endorse as much as possible. Anyway, back to the game. The Marines came around the corner with the intent of charging the battlesuit commander RLI and shot him to pieces with bolt pistols instead. The Contemptor and the Storm Talon managed to do all the damage to the Fire Warrior squad and the Devilfish. Back over here, my last drop pod came in. I combat squatted them because I remembered it is an objective game. I have to go get my own objective eventually. And they all shot at the stealth suits and managed to only kill one. An awful lot of 1s and 2s I rolled. Not very good on that side. However, back over here, Land Raider continues to do his rampage up to the barricade. Flamed the remnants of that last squad. Took out one more Fire Warrior from the squad in the middle. And the Dreadnought shot in and assaulted into the other broadside squad. Managed to kill one of the drones. They chose to fail. This time the Dreadnought did not sweeping advance them, so they are retreating. But we will see if they are able to regroup and turn around and snap fire something. They did actually manage to stun the Dreadnought and take off another hull point with a snap-fired railgun, which was a very impressive shot. So we're going to move into the bottom of turn 3. Hopefully Adam's Flyer will be able to make its appearance and do some damage. And then we'll see in turn 4 if I can't finish sweeping through the barricades and finish off the Tau defense around their objective. Alright, bottom of turn 3 sees some pretty divine retribution and some lucky rolls from the Tau's part. Fire Warrior squad here holding the base. Runs around behind the Dreadnought and glances him to death with their rifles. Strength 5 weapons are pretty good at that. The railguns decide that they're going to snapfire instead of, without having to worry about the Dreadnought bearing down on them. They turn and go to snapfire because they're falling back. They failed their leadership test again. They are falling back and decided to shoot at the Storm Talon and blew it out of the sky. The wreckage sailed off the table, so it's completely not relevant right now. The Marines over here are good. Marines over here are good. And the Marines over here lost a couple casualties to the stealth suits, who I'm going to try to hunt down. But the other nice piece of news was Adam's Flyer comes in and blows one of the arms off of my Contemptor. And because he's behind him, the Contemptor can't turn and skyfire. But we'll see if I can't do something to protect the Contemptor from some more of that fire. Because if I only give him the Land Raider to shoot at, those Strength 7 weapons aren't going to do much. So we're going to move on now to turn 4. Let's see if I can put this thing away. Top of turn 4 sees Land Raiders do what Land Raiders do best, breaking through lines and dumping off troops. The Flamestorm Cannon toasted a whole bunch of the Fire Warriors. They failed their leadership test and are going to be running this way. Everything from the rest of the weapons. I snap-fired the twin-linked assault cannon and shot the multi-melta at the battle suits. And I hit 3 of the snap-fired shots without twin-linking them. 3 6s on the first roll, which was pretty dang good. And then the Stern Guard finished them off. Lost the Plasma Gunner to a Gets Hot roll. Actually, the Master of the Forge finished off the last battle suit. So they are gone. There are 2 Tau left over here. I was unable to kill this Fire Warrior with Stormbolter fire, but the Marines here came in and finished off the drones predictably. And then there's 1 stealth suit left from fire from the Contemptor, as well as the squad chasing them cinematically through the river. And it actually even managed to take off a hull point from shots from the Marines on the bridge, protecting my objective. So let's see what Adam is going to do next in bottom of turn 4. Let's see basically what that Flyer is going to try to take out, if he can take out anything, because it is not it does not have hover mode. It's a pure Flyer only, so he has to kind of zoom away, pretty much leaving my Marines on my objective safe. So let's see if he can't at least try to take out some Marines to make himself feel a little bit better. All right, we did both the top and bottom of turn 5 together because they were going to be kind of quick. Essentially, the Barracuda came around and shot at the Stern Guard, managed to kill one of them, but they're still alive enough. And that was about it. Not a whole lot else could really happen. The Fire Warrior in the river managed to go down to the tactical squad. This has been the most accurate shooting tactical squad I've ever played. I think they only missed a grand total of 6 times out of all their shots every turn, and they were rapid firing almost constantly. That squad is holding my objective. The other squad here came out and was ready to assault the stealth suit, but finish it off with shooting. Actually, I'm sorry, that tactical squad finished it off with shooting. The Contemptor came around, tried to shoot at the flyer. The Land Raider with its twin-linked assault cannons tried to shoot at the flyer, as well as the multi-melta snap firing. Actually hit with the multi-melta and an assault cannon, and I believe 1 shot from the Contemptor. And he dodged everything. The Barracuda is an agile flyer, so it gets +1 to its juke save, and Adam could not roll less than a 4. So at the moment, the Barracuda and the sensor tower, which I did try to take out with a flamestorm cannon shot and failed, but they're the only 2 Tau models on the table. Everything else belongs to the Marines. So if we're going to total up victory points, we have 3 for the objective, 1 for first blood, 1 for killing the commander, and we have 1 for line breaker here with the Land Raider and the Stern Guard. So that's going to be 6 points for me and 0 for Adam. That's an unfortunate number. But, you know, again, I'm starting to get on a roll with bat reps. We'll see if I can continue to win some more using my Marines. Tune in again next time. Again, we're going to be doing more Foodhammer updates and coverage, trying to keep you guys updated as to what kind of sponsors, prizes we're going to have, other rules we're going to be having during the Foodhammer event. So stay tuned to the website, the blog, which has almost 450 subscribers now, thanks to the giveaway, the Dark Vengeance giveaway that we're doing this Saturday on Muggin's birthday. Hopefully we'll have a video bat rep for that day as well. But we've got a lot more in store for you guys at Fresh Coast, so stay tuned to the blog. Keep watching the bat reps. Post your comments about any of the rules shenanigans that we went through today. The our weapons are useless rule in particular. That seemed to be the most effective one. Yeah, but post your comments below and keep watching. Thanks again.